Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I'm going to be sharing you a tutorial on how you can use this latest tool from Higgsfield called Higgsfield Popcorn. So imagine this. Imagine turning one single image into a cinematic story where there's one prompt, one upload, and suddenly you have a full sequence of connected shots that look like they were directed by a professional filmmaker. You get the same character, the same world, and the same emotion carried from start to finish. And that's what Higgsfield Popcorn does. It's the latest release, and their mission is to make the most creator-friendly platform in the AI space. And Popcorn is a perfect example of that vision in action. Popcorn is called the Nano Banana Killer because it does what Nano Banana doesn't. It creates cohesive visual stories that, with just one image and one single prompt, you get everything that you want with the story. Most image generators like Nano Banana or Seedream, you kind of know the struggle already. It's you have one great shot, and then from there you kind of try and continue the story, but everything breaks. Characters look different, the lighting changes, and the tone disappears. You lose continuity of what makes the story believable. So Higgsfield Popcorn fixes that. It introduces intelligent scene continuity, frame by frame, and you can keep the storyboard and generator in sync, and pretty much you can be the director of your scene. Let me share my screen. Awesome. So when you jump onto Higgsfield, obviously you have all these different options. So click on Popcorn Free. And then from here, you have two options when you create an image. You can either create an image from auto or manual. So I'll share an example. I use this image over here to create an astronaut stranded on a deserted alien planet filled with glowing rocks and floating dust. His cracked helmet reflects the pale blue moons above. That's with the auto feature, and I will also show you what else have done. So for example, you can choose the number of scenes. So for example, you can choose either 1 to 8 results. You can also choose between 3, 4, etc. for all their aspect ratios. And if you have a look, there's one where you can upload your own image as well and then describe the scene. So for example, I uploaded an image of myself and said the man detective searches for the clues in an unsolved murder case, film noir, vintage cinema in black and white style. So if I go down even further, I did one where there's a futuristic Tokyo alley drenched in neon lights, and a lone samurai in glowing armor walks through the rain. His sword reflects the city holograms, and you can see that there are cyber bandits there as well. Multi-image scene direction, samurai walking through a rainy street, closed up with his face, etc. So you can see how it's kept the same imagery, right? I think the one thing that can be improved is just that last scene over here. So he's kind of just, killing, kind of just like getting rid of everyone. And then from there, he then goes and, turns around and sees everyone else, but the buildings are gone. So there's that. But if you have a look between this and Nano Banana, so I did the exact same scene. So if you scroll up, you can see that there's a futuristic Tokyo Alley, right? So you got the same feel, right? You got the dragon behind you, you got the close up, and then from here you can see he's fighting his enemies. But then the thing about Nana Banana is that it just grabs the previous scene and then it just adds on top, and sometimes it doesn't even change it. So that's the thing that I find with Nana Banana, it's not great with consistent storyboards or visuals. So you can see that there's, it's the same image, but they just added two people that have just been unalived on the bottom of the floor, right? So one other thing you can do is I tried some Studio Ghibli ones and they've given me some sensitive content. So try to avoid like the copyrighted styles. So there's that as well. And then I've also tried, other things too. So you can create, scenes from this. So for example, I'll show you in a bit, but what you can do is that you can go into Higgsfield and kind of use either ChatGPT or Gemini to create the script for you. So what I've done is if you go to, so obviously there's two modes. So if you go to manual, I want to create one with manual now. So when you go to manual, you can go to ChatGPT, right? And then you can ask it to generate six scenes. So for example, here you got neutral tone, etc. So you can change this to agreeably. So I say maybe I'll just get it to create me something new. So create me a new uh storyboard of a um let's say a samurai with six scenes in Japan, um walking through the city, fighting, etc. So I'm just creating a prompt, right? So what you can do here is that it'll create okay, so we'll do something very similar, but obviously we'll copy this into the six. So you can generate it through here, and then what you do is you copy it into the storyboard. So, right, so what happens in scene one? So obviously you'll break it down. So that's scene one, drawing the blade, go art direction. So I'll just go from here, and then you can go scene two, scene three, scene four, scene five, and scene six, and then I'll just generate. So obviously you can add more scenes as well, so you can have up to eight in total. So I'll hide that, and we'll just let that one load. And you can see it's quite consistent between all six scenes. So obviously you can see that he's, walking in the city, walking on the alleyway, then fights people, then has a look, and then does this where he's seeing other people and he's just walking again, right? So that kind of describes the scene in each one, right? So you can make it very key to yours, and you can then edit the keyframe too. So you can edit it here as well to what you want. And then that's the cool thing about it. You can do Insta Dump as well. So if you go to Insta Dump, you can choose a pack, right? And then I might do an Aura Farm one. Cool. I'll select pack. And then I upload a photo. So I upload a photo myself. So upload your own selfie photo. I think just you just choose one. That's the best one. So I always choose this image here because that's the best image. And then you go try for free. And then now you're gonna get your images. So we'll let that one load. All these different versions of me. Oh wow. It's pretty very the one this one. And then he's got this guy here. Damn. So this is interesting. I like this one. This was funny. I'll actually save this one. This was really funny. Um, wow, that is so interesting. That's like pretty old school. I want to see what this last one is, but we'll see it. Oh yeah, here we go. That's so cool. Actually, this one's quite nice too. I'll download these. But yeah, I look pretty interesting with the beard and mustache. But yeah, that's pretty much the Instadump. So there's three modes. There's the auto, the manual, and the Instadump. So what you can do as well, if you go to auto, you can get it to like create a scene based on four images. So I'm going to grab four images. So I'm just going to grab the ones where I've just okay, I'll just grab some, random scenes. Go open. Can you extend the story for these four images? Right. You can do something a little bit more elaborate as well. You can even say in your prompts, if you really wanted to, you can go put a man in image two and a woman in image three, and then in the setting of image one, right? So you can direct the different images. So we'll let this one load. All right, so this one's loaded. It says capybara. It's got the images, and then Okay, so it's extended it to four separate ones. So maybe what we can do is, can you extend the four stories into one story? Maybe we'll try that. Okay. So I think you get some free daily credits. Can't remember how many. So I think there's about I think 50. So I think I used all 50 daily free ones. So we'll let that one load. So if you have a look here, we can see that it's a little bit more refined, whereas this one's not so much. The videos as well in regards to this too. So if you go press play,
Where you, I mean, sure, and
I have no idea what this guy's saying, but this is in 1.2.5, but you can do it on Sora too. So what you can do is if you go to ChatGPT, so I have a Sora 2 prompt already, right? So if I go to Sora 2 prompt, and then from here you go create me a scene for a samurai in an alleyway for a scene in Sora 2. And then what I'll do is it'll create the prompt for us, Neon City. So we'll grab this prompt here. Okay, maybe we will just go back to this one. So obviously this one over here, then you just generate. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's not really doing much. So it's not bad. I think we can improve it, but you can see how you can get it to move. So how about we can even change it now. So how about 5, we do the same thing to generate. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Nice. Popcorn is powered by Higgsfield Soul, so it's the same core model behind Higgsfield's signature aesthetics and realism, so that every generation feels real, feels like there's sharp lighting, emotional tone, visual depth, and all that. And here's the exciting thing is that it actually gives you full creative control. You saw that we were able to create a video through Sora, through the story and through the image that we created. And then from there, it gives you that storyboard that you want. And I feel like this isn't just another AI tool. It's letting creators, marketers, and filmmakers craft consistent cinematic visuals that you can have from concept to final scene. And from one prompt, you can get up to 8 single shots to infinite stories. I feel Higgsfield Popcorn is redefining what AI storytelling looks like. It's consistent, cinematic, aesthetic, and powerful. If you want to experience it for yourself, you can go to higgsfield.ai. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. I will post more about all the different AI tools that are out there, and we'll catch you in the next one.